Good morning friends. Previously we started chapter number 8 comparing quantity and learn about the ratio. So let's revise some concept. So what is the ratio? Ratio means it is the method of comparing two quantity. It is the method of comparing two quantity using division method where the units of both quantity are same. If the units are not same, then we need to first convert the unit into same and then we can take the division of two numbers and we can find the ratio. After that we learn some example to find the simplest form of ratio. Now what is the simplest form? Simplest form means between numerator and denominator there is common factor 1 only. So that is called the simplest form. Also we learn about the equivalent ratio. So equivalent ratio means it is if we multiply numerator and denominator of ratio with the same number, then we get the equivalent ratio, that is same as the equivalent fraction. So we saw many examples for that. Today we will solve some extra example in ratio. So let's start with the first here. Express ratio 45:108 in its simplest form. So question is what? Express the ratio 45:108 in its simplest form. Simplest form means common factor must be 1. So here we can write factor of 45. So that is 9 5s are factor of 180. So that will be 12 9s are. Okay. So if we find the ratio of 45:108, we can write it in a numerator and denominator form. So factor of 45 is 9 5s are and 12. So here you can cut the common factor 9. So 5 by 12. Now there is no common factor between 5 and 12. Common factor is only 1. 5 1s are 1, 5 1s are 5 and 12 1s are 12. So here it is 5:12. That is the simplest form. Now next one. Sikha and Ravi take money from their parents. Rupees 600 and rupees 750 respectively. Means 600 taken by Sikha and 750 taken by Ravi. What is the ratio in a simplest form? So here what we need to find? Ratio of money taken by Sikha and money taken by Ravi. So we can write ratio of money taken by Sikha and by Ravi. Now here you can see the first value is money taken by Sikha. So here in a ratio we will write 600 and denominator money taken by Ravi, that is the next value. So it is 600 divided by 1. Now here you need to find the ratio in the simplest form. So we can cut the common factor. Now find the factor of 60. So 6 multiplied 10. 15 5s. So here 5 2s are 10. 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. So here 2 2s are 4 divide 5. Now there is no common factor between 4 and 5. So this is the simplest form, that is 4:5. So this way you can find the ratio and also convert it into simplest form. Now in a ratio there might be this kind of example that divide 108 in two parts in the ratio 4:5. Here you need to divide 108 in ratio 4:5. Means one part has 4 and one part has 5. So how can we divide? Here we will find the total part of ratio. Total part of ratio. So that is what 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Now from 9 part, 4 part, that is give first part. So for first, from 9, 4 of 108. 4 by 9 part of 108 will give our first part. Now you can cut the common factor here. So 48. Now second, that is 5 by 9. From 9, 5 part is given of 108. Again you can cut the common factor. So 6. Now here if you add 48 and 60, you will get 108. Means 108 is divided like 48 and 60 in two parts, that give the ratio 4:5. Okay, so one part is of 48 and second part is of 60. Now we already solved this kind of example in equation also. So whenever ratio is given, or you can write the method of equation. If ratio is given, then we can say first part is 4x and second part is 5x. Now total part is 108. So we can write 4x plus 5x is equal to 108. So that is 9x is equal to 108. So x is equal to 108 by 9, that is 12. Now if we want to find the first part, that is 4 multiplied 12. X is equal to 12. So 4x means 4 multiplied 12, that is 48. And second part is equal to 5. Then 5x, that is 5 multiplied 12, is equal to 60. Now answer is same, so you can apply any method. Okay. This method we learn in equation chapter number 4. Okay. So you can apply this also, or you can apply this also. Now next, divide rupees 1250 between Aman and Ami in the ratio 2:3. So you can use this method, or we can directly write total part. So here ratio is 2:3, means total part of ratio will be, total part of ratio is 2 plus 3, that is 5. Now from 5 part, 2 part of 1250 will given to Aman. So part given to Aman will be what? From 5 to part of 1250. Now here you can cut the common factor. 250, so it is 500. So 500 is given to Aman. Now part given to Ami, so that is 3 by 5 multiply 1250. So here again you can cut the common factor, so it is 750. Now if you add 500 and 750, you will get 1250. Means one part is of 500 and second part is of 750. So this way you can divide the given number if the ratio is given. You can use this method also. So let's take some more example. Two numbers are in ratio 4:5. If the sum of the numbers is 135, find the numbers. So here what is the equation? Ratio is 4:5. So here you can find the total part, and from that you can find the fraction and multiply it with 125. Or you can write first part is 4x, second part is 5x, and 4x plus 5x is 135. And it is also correct. So let's start. So here total part of ratio is 4 plus 3. So 4 plus 5, it is 9. So first number is given by from 9, 4 part multiply 135. You can cut the common factor. 4. So here 60, that is our first part, and second number is given by 5 divide 9 multiply with 135. So it is 75. Okay. So one part is of 60 and one part is 75. If you add this, you will get 135, or you can use the method like 3x plus 4x plus 5x is equal to 135. So 9x is equal to 135. So x is equal to 135 divide 9, that is 50. So you can find the 4x, 15 multiply 4, and you can find the 5x, 15 multiply 5, that is 16 and 7. You can use any one. Okay. Now next, divide rupees 1,500 among ABC in the ratio 3:5:2. So again ratio is given. So we can find the total part. Total part is equal to 3 plus 5 plus 2. That is 10. Now we can find the first part. From total part 10, 3 part is given to A. So of 1,500, you can cut 0. It is 450. That is given to A. Now second part, that is given to B. So that is 5 by 10. Multiply 1,500. 0, 0 will be cancelled out. So it is 750. So that is given to B. Third part, that will be found by 2 by 10. Multiply 1,500. 0, 0 will be cancelled. So it is 300. So that is given to C. If you add these three numbers, then you will get 1,500. So first part is of 450, second part is 750, and third part is of 300. That is divided into ratio 3:5:2. Now next one, ratio of numbers of male and female workers in a factory is 5:3. If there are 115 male workers, determine number of female workers. So here what is the question? If there are 115 male workers, so let 5x is number of, because here you will see first number of male workers to the number of female workers, means first number is given to male workers, 5x is number of male workers, and 3x is number of female workers. Okay, in a question it is written that the ratio of male workers to the ratio of female workers. So this number will give the number of male workers, and this 3 is given by number of female workers. So 5x will be male workers and 3x will be female workers. But here in the question you can see there are 115 male workers. Means our 5x is equal to 150. So we can write 5x is equal to 150. Why? Because 5x is male workers and its value is given 150. So we can find x by dividing 5. 23. So x is equal to 23. So we can find number of female workers is equal to 3x, that is 3 multiply 23, 69. Clear? So this is the method you can find the number of female workers. Now next one, the ratio of copper and zinc is 5:3. Ratio of copper and zinc means this 5 gives the value of copper and 3 gives the value of zinc. If the weight of copper is 30.5 gram, what is the weight of zinc? It means this 5 represents 30:5. So here we can write ratio of copper and zinc is 5:3. So let copper is 5x gram and zinc is 3x. But here in the question copper is 30.5 means 5x represents 30.5. So 5x is equal to 30.5. Now we need to find x. So 30.5 divided 5 will give 6.1. So our x is 6.1. So we can find the zinc. So weight of zinc is equal to 3x. 3 multiplied 6.1 because our x is 6.1. So here 18.3 grams. So that is our weight of zinc. Now let's take some extra example for this also. If x is to y is equal to 3 is to 2 is to 3. Find the value of 3x plus 2y is to 2x plus 5. So let's start here with the x divide y is equal to 2 by 3. That is given. And you need to find 3x plus 2y is to 2x plus 5. So we can write 3x plus 2y is equal to 2x plus 5y. Now divide by y. So here this value is divided by 5 and 2x plus 5y is divided by 5. Both value is divided by 5. So if we split this number, split this expression, we will get 3x by y plus 2y by y. That is numerator and 2x by y plus 5y by y. So this is a denominator. Now here you can cut this y. So here we will have 2 and here we will have 5. Now x by y. So that is what? 2 by 3. So here instead of x by y we can write 2 by 3. So we get 3, 2 by 3 plus 2 divide 2. X by y is what? 2 by 3. So again we can write 2 by 3 plus. Now here we can cut 3. So in a numerator we will get 4. 2 plus 2, 4. Now in a denominator 2 2s are 4 by 3 plus 5. So take the LCM. Here LCM is 3. 15 by 3. 3 become numerator. 4 plus 5 is 9. So it is 12 by 90. So 3x plus 2y divided 2x plus 5y is 12 is to 19. Again, let's understand this. Here x is to y is 2 is to 3. Okay, so we can write x by y is equal to 2 by 3. Now here in equation you need to find 3x plus 2y is to 2x plus 5y. So we can write it in a numerator and denominator form. Now divide both numerator and denominator with y. So we will get 3x plus 2y divide y and 2x plus 5y divide y. Now split it from this addition operation. So we can write 3x divide y plus 2y by y. In a denominator we get 2x by y plus 5x by y. Okay. So here we can cut y and here denominator also cut y. X by y is what? 2 by 3, that is given in equation. So we can write x by y as a 2 by 3. In a denominator also x by y is 2 by 3. Now here 3 will be cancelled. So here we will have 2 plus 2, that is 4. Now here 2 is multiplied with 2, so that is 4 divide 3 plus 5. Now this is your fraction addition. So simplify this by taking the LCM. So 5 is multiplied with 3, so 15 divide 3. So 4 plus 15 divide 3. Now 3 in a denominator become numerator. So 3 multiply 4, that is 12 by 19. So it is 12 is to 9. So ratio of 3x plus 2y is to 2x plus 5y is 12 is to 9. Clear? Now next one. If 4x plus 5 is to 3x plus 11 is equal to 13 is to 17, find x. So here we can write this 4x plus 5 divide 3x plus 11 is equal to 13 by 17. Now we apply the cross multiply. So 4x plus 5, 17 is multiplied with 4x plus 5 and 13 is multiplied with 3x plus 11. So we will get a form like equation. Open the bracket. 68x, 85, 39x, 13 into 11, 143. Now, term with the variable on one side. So now we can write 68x minus 39x is equal to 143 minus 85. So here we will get 29x, 68 minus 39 will be 29 and 143 minus 85 will give 8, 15. So here we need to find x. So 29 that is in a multiplication become denominator. So x is equal to 58 by 29. So this way we can find the value of x. Now here some examples are given that you need to solve in homework. So here first one, if x is to y is equal to 3 is to 5, find the ratio of 3x plus 4y is to 8x plus 5. This is same as this example. Okay, divide both value with y and write the value of x by y as 3 by 5. Then you solve the fraction. If x is to y is equal to 8 by 9, then find the ratio of 7x minus 4y is to 3x plus 2y. This is same as this example. Divide 2000 among PQR in a ratio 2 is to 3 is to 5. So find the addition of this, that is total part. Find the fraction 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is 10. So 2 by 10 that is first, 3 by 10 second and 5 by 10 third. Two numbers are in ratio 2 is to 7. If the sum of number is 810, find the ratio. So here you can take the total addition 2 plus 7, 9 and then you find the first 2 by 9 of 180 and 7 by 9 of 810. Clear? Now next one. The sides of triangle are in a ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. If the perimeter is 36, find the side. So here first find the total part. 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. So 1 by 6 multiply 36 will give first side. 2 by 6 multiply 36 will give third side, second side, and 3 by 6 multiply 36 will give third side.